say,
Top Billin. Yo, for real, you know I had to double back and do something on my man Smael Mondon, being as though I suggested, months before, that the Philadelphia Eagles, your world champion Philadelphia Eagles, go out and target this guy in the draft, and they end up getting him in the 5th round. What? Smael Mondon in the 5th round is a straight up heist. Now think about this. Good luck thinking the Philadelphia Eagles won't have the best or near the best defense for the next however many years. The depth is incredible. Just on this one team at the linebacker position, you have Zack Baun, right, who I compared Smael Mondon's skill set to. That's when I thought, hey, I was going through every scenario. Just in case we lost Zack Baun, being able to have somebody who can fill in that role, somebody who can cover, blitz, work sideline to sideline, be a leader and all that. Smael Mondon is all of that. Remember, 5th round. Nakobe Dean, my man Nakobe Dean, Coach Dean, the hall monitor. We know he does his thing and he will continue to do his thing. Obviously, we got Jeremiah Trotter Jr. as well later in the draft last draft. And then you go and add Jahad Campbell. Come on, man. As well as Smael Mondon, right? So think about that. Speaking of Smael Mondon right here, getting his Zack Baun on in man coverage, thinking about guys who can be put on tight ends to allow defensive backs to do some different things, to give some different looks. Look at him in man coverage right here against this tight end, right? Tight end kind of running kind of mid-dig, right? But check this out right here. Look at the patience. Look at the foot energy. Look at the angle taken. Bang! Yak up his ass. Look at him right here. You got your boy Nico here getting detached. Throws that bad boy across the grain. My man was just baiting him, right? Baiting him. Gets there at the last second. Breaks that bad boy up. Yaka. Right? Air fertilizer. Man, I got to see that joint again. Look at this right here. Look at the angle taken. Being patient. And then closing on it. Yes. That's your guy in that particular frame. What is he, like 6'3", 230 or something like that? Come on, man. This man's making anticipatory tackles on a traverse. You can see him traverse the terrain here. Watch this. Pinch down. Look at that. Look at that. The quarterback appears and he appears too. Right? Come on, man. Say his name 3 times like Candyman. He'll appear. Look at this. Quarterback on the fold, handoff. Now look at him reading it. The quarterback's trying to influence him to possibly go back inside. Your man Haynes King here. Now look at that. Keeping his eyes up. If he's clean. You know what I mean? Bang. Look at that right there. Boom. Another fertilization for him. Once again. That's eye discipline, patience, technique. Whack up. Making it happen. Look at the patience here on this inside zone. He pretty much just manned this gap into something uncovered. A lot of guys would take the cheese. You get a lot of guys with the offensive linemen, right? They're diverting their attention and everything. They're following that, and then they're letting the ball carrier get inside on the A-gap. Now him, though, look at this. Come on. What are we doing here? On a little bit of a traverse here, keeping his eyes upfield. Look at all the stuff going around him. Look at Michael Williams flashing in his face. Lineman going this way. Michael took a hard inside approach. Then look at him staying patient. Flat down the line of scrimmage. Head on the outside. Wrap around the waist. And then look at him right here. Corral him down. Short tackling. One more time. Traverse, stick, wrap, fertilize. Let's get it. In this day and age, you're going to have to work with sanitation. Can you deal in traffic or not? You'll see pin and pull here. The left tackle pulling. Everybody else is washing down, right? Everybody else is washing down. He's going to encounter a combo here from the right tackle, and he does a good job right here of discarding this. So check him out right here. Look at this. Boom, 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 Sif. You see that? He framed after traversing. You see him, right? He's on this traverse here, horizontally, watching the flow right there. And boom, right? Mano, mano. And you can see right here, right? Framing him up. He's good either way, right? 50-50 exchange. Put himself in a 50-50 exchange sharing scenario. And then look, boom, framed him, discarded him, and then got to the ball carrier. One more time, full speed for you. Get out the way, yo. Here we go. Look at the football intelligence on this quick zone, right? You know it's going to have a narrow aiming point. They're going to try to get it right here. What they want you to do is get outside the frame. So he doesn't stay outside the frame on this one, or he doesn't get outside the frame on this. Look right here. Right? The running back tried to slow play him. Okay, this was a good setup right here by the running back. You can see him looking right here, right? He wants to be able to bounce this bad boy here. I believe Michael Williams did a great job on this one too with the backside pursuit there. They wasn't respecting the quarterback being able to keep the ball there. But if you see right here, if he would have got too far outside the frame, imagine if he was here. You never know. Maybe he beats Michael Williams. It's still one-on-one right there. But him staying right here, framed up, he didn't give the running back a chance to really go anywhere. Look at him. Uncover, and then they're back where they started. Right? So he made this play without necessarily making this play right here. Help defense. When kept clean, good luck. Too great of technique, really good short area quickness. Yeah, you're not doing it. Watch him mirror, shoot, peel, bang. All right, didn't even have to traverse on this one. He pretty much ran the exact play that the running back running, right? He's running a defensive inside zone, right? So he presses it and then bounces it and finds the crease just like the running back just did, only he's tackling and the ball carrier obviously is carrying the ball, but the technique is going to be good, right? He's going to try to get you on the ground. He's not necessarily just going to throw shoulders into people. I love that about all of the Philadelphia Eagles players who have been drafted for the past however many drafts, right? They are really honing in on guys with good form and technique tackle that will get you on the ground, right? Now, some guys will throw a shoulder into you. There's no doubt about that, right? Jahad Campbell might light your ass up. Andrew Makuba, same deal. But for the most part, those guys are pretty good with their technique as well. But Smael Mondon, he's going to get you on the ground with sound technique. Boundary zone coverage. You'll see him work a reduction when you get the receiver here on motion. He slats back down the line of scrimmage, but he still has to work this particular zone. He does a great job of that, navigating that. You'll see him squeeze down, reduction, flip those hips, get out there, and then drive on the pass. Bang, right there. You worked it. Boundary coverage. You don't have as much to cover, so you can definitely get those linebackers out there doing it off the edge, and he does exactly what he's supposed to do right there, right? Work that almost like hook curl portion of that while being able to eye the flat. Right? See him, right? Flip those hips, right? Turn there. He's in great position. Good pressure by University of Georgia right there. And then, boom, leave a man where they stand right there. That's a big tight end there. Now, all my real villains know I break it down by nuances, especially at the linebacker position. Well, the linebacker position, running back, safety, all the positions that I play, right? I'm really honing in on the nuances. Y'all know I love guys who can both work off the block, right, and work clean, right? Both of them the same. Smael Mondon, right, a lot of people going to look at his frame and be like, nah, he probably can't work friction blocks and all that there. I'm here to tell you, he's not as bad as you would think he would be. Actually, he's decent at it, right? He's pretty good at it too. I want you to check this one out right here. He's not afraid to set the table, so to speak, so everyone else can eat. Check this out right here. Watch this. Bang! You saw that right there? Right. You'll see it better from this angle right here. Here he is right here. Boom! You see him right there holding the line of scrimmage, and he causes the 3-4 car pile up, right? The 3-4 car pile up just by being physical, right? Look at that. Attacking, what's this? Attacking the center. Bang right there. That's pretty much it, right? When you working on these inside zone plays, right, or these plays where they're trying to find an organic crease and they're not able to crease you. Now look at him, right? Head on damn near in that particular gap right there, but his foot is showing presence in the opposite gap as well. So he's going to be able to navigate that, getting his hands free. You can see right there, man, he's going one-on-one with the offensive lineman, man. He's getting the better of him, in my opinion, there. As you can see, he's in on the tackle there. I think he actually was ruled on this one as having an assisted tackle there. But I love the physicality here. Right there, stack them. shed him, get to working right horizontally down the line of scrimmage right there, man. That's that great help defense setting the table, but he ends up eating as well. You have to think with his type of frame, him being in these fab pressure schemes like we see right here, you'll get him on a 3-man weave. He's really taking that bad boy towards the A gap here. Right, he really moves the left guard here in Stackhouse. Same deal right here. You get that 3-man weave going here. I love his frame to being able to crease, get skinny through a hole, but look, bang! Right there, continues to work upfield, gets himself a PBU. All right, so beyond the physicality portion of this, I think he can get stronger at the point of attack, but it's not through not having a physical nature about himself, because if he sees it, he doesn't care. He's going to run into it. Bang, right there. Damn near made the left guard a right tackle, moved him out the way. Then you can see him getting creasing him, right? Giving him half a man. That works in his favor. His slider frame working in his favor in this. And then those long arms of the law. Gotta love it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.